The absurdity of life, not life in general, but life in the system, it's there. I feel it since I wakey, but in the last weeks even a little bit more. And it's just the simplest things. Just walking down the street and seeing these ugly buildings, people living in their cells, usually by themselves. And I do too, but that's purely physically. For the most part, I've gotten out of it mentally, which is the reason why I see this absurdity. When somebody misses their train and they get all emotional, disappointed, angry over it on this stage, and then somebody else sees it and the next time they do their act. What I think about then is time, as we have been taught, doesn't even exist. Where is time? Can you sense time? And to see that is it's absurd. It truly is. And it's sad that it is this way, but I just laugh about it. When I see this absurdity, I just laugh, sometimes out loud, sometimes to myself, whatever I feel like. Also, the way we communicate. I've talked about language enough already, but we communicate unnaturally. Of course, there's some emotions and such involved, but essentially, it's the way it is. And then if you get some letters from some corporations and they tell you to respond, it's some letters on a paper, everything man-made, and you read it and you respond the same way. I'm not sure if you can in any way follow or feel what I'm saying, but it's so absurd. It's insane, actually. This absurdity is everywhere. And I wish I could communicate in some other way, because language is so messy, but it's just my wish. And I believe I've said already, it's hardly worth bothering to learn all of these words. Although I've explained a lot of words, what means. I use words such as good and bad many times, and then when I think about it, is there even such a thing as good or bad? It's in the human mind. It's not spiritual, it's not soul-wise, it's human-wise, this good and bad. It's what we've been conditioned to see as good and bad. It's something worth thinking about, or something worth feeling. And people believe that the world is evolving naturally, like it's human progress, what we have now. Of course, it could be that it's meant to be this way, if you believe in destiny and such, that people have been given the roles and it's heading in this direction because it's supposed to. But still, if everything natural is being replaced by unnatural things and everything is slowly being destroyed, how come nobody says anything? Well, it's not true. It's not nobody. There are bodies that do use their bodies and say things, use their mouth and such. There's still a tragedy that people see it as some progress. The last thing I want to talk about is how I believe that it's very natural, in the sense that it's in us to build houses. Because of the climate alone, you would need some place to hide if it's not a cave. And that when kids build tree houses and such, it's actually quite natural to try and build your own house or to do your own thing. I'm certain about it. And I remember when I and some other kids did this on a tree, what happened was the police came and told us to come down and wrote down the names of our persons. That's what happens. And that's also absurd.